My name is Derek Dodson, and I'm the founder of the Black Sanctuary. I'm here to provide some law enforcement education for you so you can think critically about safe police interaction. In this segment, we're going to be talking about the 21-foot rule. A little disclaimer here. These are not my ideas. This is what it is. It's important for you to know the laws for where you live and for what you do. So let's get into it. One of the questions that I get on a regular basis is, why do police officers shoot people that only have knives in their hand? Well, this comes back to deadly force criteria. The officer's level of force must be appropriate to the threat. A knife has been long established as a weapon that is capable of causing injury or death. Also, anything else that can be used as a blunt force weapon at close range. This has long been a standard. And a lot of people don't know that about police training. So when people always say, well, this guy had a knife and the officer had a gun, couldn't even shot the knife out of his hand. First of all, police don't have that type of accuracy, all right? And that's cool for movies. You don't see that type of thing in real life. Most police officers do not have that type of proficiency. So the 21-foot rule was established by a sergeant at the Salt Lake City Police Department, Dennis Tuller. And what he was trying to figure out at that point was, what is the danger distance between a suspect with a knife and a police officer? They worked a few different angles of this where they had a person running at different distances to try to discover what is that time, what is that danger distance where it takes an officer to draw their firearm and the person to contact them with their knife. They discovered that it was 21 feet. A person can cover 21 feet in 1.5 seconds. The reason why that 1.5 seconds matters is it's also, on average, the length of time that it takes an officer to draw their firearm. It was great for officers to have an idea of where this danger distance is. This, creates an opportunity for them to maybe create distance or use a different tactic instead of maybe having to use their firearm, but then knowing when to use their firearm. And we've seen some of these things play out in the media, all right? We've seen, for instance, when Laquan McDonald in Chicago was shot 16 times by former officer Van Dyke. When they went to trial, and most people didn't pick up on this, but people that actually understand the 21-foot rule probably knew that was going to come out at some point. That didn't play out because there were several reasons that didn't actually work as a great explanation for him. When you watch the video, Laquan McDonald continues to approach an intersection where they set up a roadblock. He's still wielding his knife, but he's not making any type of aggressive movements towards the officers, all right? He's kind of moving away from the officers. They're giving him commands to drop the knife. He does not do that. Van Dyke shoots him 16 times. And when Mr. McDonald hits the ground, he continues to shoot. To be able to use deadly force, the threat must be current, immediate, and unavoidable. Mr. McDonald was present with a knife. Okay, was it current and immediate, the threat? Yes, you could say it was. But was it avoidable? Yes, it was. The officers could have used a different tactic, maybe could have used their vehicle as cover, anything like that to be able to create more distance, but that wasn't what was used. This is how officers are going to look at someone that has a knife in their hand. And it might not just be a knife. It could be just something that particular officer sees as a weapon. But again, this comes back down to their training, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. This is how they see it. When police officers interact with you, they're interacting within that 21 feet, and that's that danger zone for them. So when they ask you to comply, they ask you to see your hands. Just do it and follow their commands. And this isn't about being aggressive. This is about them trying to give you a command to keep you safe as well as keep themselves safe. If you'd like to learn more, please visit our website at theblacksanctuary.com. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below.